This Drunken review is brought to you by Spike Seltzers. Spike Seltzers. They exist? Something told me I was going to make this review. Something told me I was going to make this review for this particular movie. And, you know, I thought I was going to do one of these first for Godzilla versus Kong. But I was like, something told me that might be a little awesome. And sure enough, it turned out to be a little bit of awesome. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do my first real review for Mortal Kombat, because I have this feeling that Mortal Kombat is not going to surprise me. And sure enough, it didn't. You know, there's a saying in the world of journalism. It's called burying the lead. And essentially, for those of you who aren't familiar with the expression, so essentially a reporter walks in, pitches a story to their editor. And in the process of pitching their story to the editor, a bigger story is actually inside the story. There's something there that's just bigger than the actual story they're pitching. And I feel like this movie, Mortal Kombat, buried the lead. It really, really did. And it just this movie. Okay. When you look at the posters of this movie, your first thought is, this is going to be the Sub-Zero Scorpion show. And, you know, to an extent, it is. But not the way you think. Now, I'm not going to spoil the movie for you. I think everyone should be tortured for the 2.5 hours that I was tortured. I feel like everyone should be tortured and endure what I had to endure for that amount of time. Like, look at this poster. The poster alone. Look at the poster. The poster literally has Sub-Zero Scorpion. And it has all these. It has Jax. It has Sonya. I forgot the other dude's name. This movie's so bad. But anyway, I'm not gonna spoil the movie. I promise you, I won't spoil the movie by telling you what it is. That's rude. You should enjoy it if you can enjoy it. I'm going to tell you exactly what the movie is not. That's going to be the practice, the discipline I'm going to display when I'm describing this movie. The first thing this movie is not is well acted. It's not. Okay. So okay. I gotta get yourself together. Get yourself together, Prime. Get yourself together. Okay. Put it to you like this. I'll put it to you like this. I've seen more convincing displays and effort in adult films than I've seen in this movie that cost millions of dollars to make. Because I really want to buy that the well-endowed, agoraphobic millionaire in his mansion wants to have sex with the surgically enhanced, very attractive police officer that he called on an emergency because he heard a noise in his backyard. I really want to be sold that story. I really want to be told that tale. and that was more intriguing. That would be more intriguing than the performances put together in this film. I mean, not that I've watched adult films or anything, but I'm assuming that that's a storyline that happens often. I believe in stereotypes. I don't know. It's just not good. It's really not good. And then another thing that really like boggles my mind was the lack of like just gore. Like if I could get more gore from a $150,000 budget from Wes Craven for what this movie costs in the millions, I should be able to get like some just straight up nasty crazy stuff. Like just and just mimic the finishers from the game. Just take the finishers from the game. Okay, granted, there are a handful in the film at points, but make it like, just make it more, make it gory, make it crazy. Like it should just be completely over the top. I mean, there should be like it just should be just horrific. Like this should have been a borderline NC-17 film. But yeah, the gore, man. But just, I have to go back to the acting. I have to go back to the acting for a second, because what really makes me mad, okay, the woman who plays Sonya is like a cardboard box that you kind of drew pictures on. You drew a face onto a cardboard box and like glued like hair strands on it. That's Sonya, right? Jax is like every generic black dude ever on screen. Like if you could find generic black dude number 2, that's Jax. And Raiden is like, I guess Raiden's just supposed to be just a god, so he doesn't need to be in like spectacular shape or something like that. But Raiden looked like he could lay off a few donuts and be alright. Like, you know, like if he missed a few donuts, I think he'd be alright. Like, you know, he should, yeah. Shao Kahn is, you know, he's okay. Like, but the person who seems to be having the most fun and just said, "F it, I'm here for the paycheck," is the dude that played Kano. I mean, he's just there for the paycheck, and he's not even phoning it in. He's really putting in some effort. And I don't, you know, I'm sure this movie's gonna get like a Razzie or something like that. But please don't give it to Kano. Dude to play Kano, like at least pulled in. Try to make the character like a likable villain. So that's good. That's a plus. That's a plus. That's a plus. I'm throwing out pluses as well. I'm not just gonna make it all negative. I'm just throwing out some pluses. He actually deserved a plus because he put in with what he was given. He really turned in a okay performance compared to the material that I'm sure he got that was terrible. Oh my god. And finally, what this movie is not. It's not a Sub-Zero Scorpion movie that the posters promised us. This poster promised us Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. This poster it's not really deceptive, but it is overall deceptive. It's like a you know, it's like a little white lie mixed in with a bigger lie, but you're more focused on the little white lie because that's more up front. That's what this is. This is a little white lie. This is what this is. It's overall not a lie, but it's a lie. But this movie is definitely not the Scorpion Sub-Zero film I thought I was getting when I went into this, I went into this thinking we were going to get that sort of like Old West type of revenge film, Scorpion seeking revenge against Sub-Zero and the clans and all this other stuff. And in the background, there's the Mortal Kombat tournament. Even if they, or just not in the background, there's no tournament, but in the background, there's the Mortal Kombat tournament. And, you know, maybe Scorpion, you know, joins the bad guys. He joins Outrealm, and then he turns around and betrays them because he's just trying to get to he's just trying to get to Sub-Zero. Or there's so many other options they could have gone with other than what they did. But I mean, that was a glaring missed opportunity. As well, I was talking about burying the lead. They really buried the lead with this film. They could have made this could have honestly, even with the budget, this could have honestly been something special. If they took, everybody's seen the trailer, like the 5-minute trailer, 7-minute trailer, whatever, in the beginning where they're fighting. I assume you've seen that. Fine. Let's go with that. That was your story right there. Because they basically take the story and just rip it up and say, we're going to make a totally different movie now. No, that's your story right there. That's literally the story of the film. But it's not. They went in a different direction. And that's fine. That's fair. Whatever. I don't make these decisions. I'm not paid to make these decisions. But I feel like that could have been better. All in all, this is not I can't recommend this movie. I can't recommend this movie at all. I would never recommend this movie. Unless you want to torture yourself. But like I said earlier, I would say watch it. Judge for yourself. Maybe you're into it. Maybe you think it's cool. There are cool scenes. There's 1 or 2 really cool scenes. Other than that, it's like, bleh. Like, find better fight coordinators. You had all this talent that are amazing fight choreographers for film. You had all these great actors who were world renowned for their ability to fight on film and just bring the action to you. And the cuts were bad. It was bad. It was very bad. So yeah, I missed this one. Just miss it. But with that said, if you do watch it, enhance yourself by having yourself a drink or smoke or whatever you do, whatever's legal in your state, when it's legal in your state. And with that said, be good, be safe. And this is the Drunken Prime, cracking open another beer and signing off.